stay in the hood, vibing. If you wanna know what I've been deal with stress, I meditate in silence, stay out the way, and I survive the violence. Cruising down the street is how I'm driving. In the bucket, don't even know the mileage. It don't matter, I'm just out. Yep, Vibe Show 97.9. Listen, I'm not finna play any games right now. Like, this is a monumental night, monumental moment. So, listen, if you don't have your drinks and whatever you do ready to go for this major exclusive, you're going to have time, man, after this little brief intermission. Get yourself together. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all already know what time it is. It's going down. It's the Vibe Show 97.9 as promised. Ooh! Vibe Show 97.9. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King. Man, listen, it's totally an honor. It's an honor, man, when you can get one of your favorites, man, on, man. One that you grew up to, watching all the time, man. I'm talking about a legend, one of our own who blessed us for so many years and still blessing us through film, TV, and some of the most memorable, iconic classics we all love and watch over and over and over again. We got to get this man his flowers right now while he living, man. I'm talking about actor, writer, producer, speaker, and whatever else the hell he want to do or be. The one and only Miguel Nunez JR. Man.
Talk to me, man. What's happening?
Yo, man, listen, man.
I'm just here chilling, man. I'm just here chilling.
As always, man.
I'm chilling with some Casamigos. And Mountain Dew.
I gotta give it up. I gotta say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, man. This is absolutely an honor and truly bucket list for me. This 3 years in the making, my brother. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. You doing your thing. Anybody doing their thing, get out there, keep it positive, keep it moving forward. You never know. So no one can ever tell you, just keep on pushing. That's why I'm here. God made it happen. Just ended up here. And when it end up someplace like this and it's a blessing, it came from somewhere other than you and I. So you must be doing something right. You must be doing something right.
Thank you so much. We gonna dive right into this thing, man. I got so much stuff I want to talk to you about.
Dive, Negro, dive.
I want to start it off though. I want to start it off like this because first of all, your story to me, and if anybody that don't know, it's just simply pure inspiration. You know what I mean? And having a dream to me and sticking to that dream, even when everybody doubted it would ever happen, never giving up to becoming one of the most talented actors we've ever seen. I mean, like, how did you lock in like that at such a young age though? Because usually, man, we be uninspired after we don't have people around like, yeah, you could do it, keep going, blah, blah, blah. Let's start there.
Well, to be honest with you, some people are born actors. Some people are going to become actors. Some actors grow and they go to college and all these things. But there are some people that I literally believe are born actors. I've never taken an acting class. The first thing I could speak, I told my mother the first time she ever spanked me was, when I become a movie star, I ain't gonna buy you nothing. It's the only thing I ever thought about, ever said from the day one, the time I could speak, that's exactly what I was gonna do. So I can't speak on somebody how to know what it is that you want to do. Because it just happened and no one taught me. Even though my mom was on a TV show years back in the day, but to me, I don't remember that having any effect on me. I don't remember that being the callous, or you would say, I wanted to be like that. I don't remember. I saw one time on this show. My daughter just pulled it up. It was called Hullabaloo. And But I just, from the day I could speak, I knew it was going to happen. From the day I could speak, I said, I told everybody from 6 years old, I'm going to Hollywood. I said it that young. I knew it. I didn't think it. I didn't hope it. I did daydream it every single day in school. But I know it. And when you believe that strongly on anything, if there's anything in your heart that you feel that way about, I knew. I didn't give a damn what nobody said. Everybody, like I told you, like you were saying earlier, said, you can't do it. I was told this by my mother and everybody else. You're too ugly, you're skinny, you're poor, and you're black. It's not possible.
Come on, man.
No, that's true. That's what I was told, but I did. It bounced one end and went out the other. They just didn't know. Right. Everything I thought they didn't know. I didn't get mad with people. I didn't get discouraged. I just said, hey, listen, I'll show you. Right. And that's what you say when you really know. And that's what you say when you're going to go for something and succeed. And that's what you say. And if you say that and mean that from your heart, that's the avenues to success. Because if anybody didn't know, feel, and believe 100% in their heart that they were going to do something, there's no way they could have went through what I went through.
Right.
Impossible.
Wow.
And kept going. Yeah.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it safe to say that the guy that you met on the bus, man, because I'm telling you, man, this story is amazing. The guy you met on the bus that day, is it actually safe to say that that's the actual point where the journey actually began?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%. Because I got that job and then I got that agent, and because of that guy I met on the bus, hey, what are you doing? I talk like this. Hey, what are you doing? I'm an actor. My name is Miguel Nunez, 647. I'm an actor. I did all this stuff. He ended up telling me about the audition he was going to, and giving me a resume, showing me how it goes, giving me some photos, showing how it's supposed to look, telling me I had to get an agent and all this stuff. And when he got off, I see the cameras in the park. This is just for, I'm sure, I don't know if people have already heard this, but this is people who in your audience may have not heard. Anyway, right. So I see cameras in the park. So I get off on the next stop, go in Cop Place, write his name out, put my name on it. Leading that commercial, went back to his agent because they didn't have one. He signed me, and the next 47 auditions we went on, I probably got 45 of them, and it started from there. So you're absolutely right. That was the catalyst. I mean, well, that was the gasoline.
Right.
The vehicle, the ignition, the spark was me taking and making the courage to run away from home, to leave, and to go out and go for that dream. That was the beginning of it.
So you decided to leave. You just said, I'm out.
I said I was going to run away from home as soon as I graduated every day of my life. Everybody called me Hollywood Newt, short for Nunez, Hollywood Newt, because, oh, here he comes, let's go. He's going to talk about that Hollywood shit. Everywhere I told everybody every day of my life, as soon as I graduated, I'm running away from Hollywood. I graduated in June, July, August, September, October. 4 months later, I made 3 bologna sandwiches and ran away from home. Straight to Hollywood. Lived in the street. I thought it was going to be, now, all that bullshit you hear when people say in the movies, I thought it was going to be those movie lights that go from side to side, searchlights. I thought it was going to be those and limousine. I'm like, I just get there. Somebody's going to help me to become an actor. That is literally all I thought. Never thought once about what I was going to eat, where I was going to go, or what I was going to do. Never once crossed my mind because I just knew. I saw here where I was to the finish line where I am now. I knew it. I didn't think it. I knew it was going to happen. I can't explain to you how I knew. I just knew it. And I said the same thing I'm saying now, even then. Every single day of my life saying it. Same way I'm saying it to you now, the same way I said it to them. I know it. I promise you. I said the same thing in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Same shit. I promise you.
Wow.
But I really did.
Wow. That's locked in, though. That's locked in.
Yeah.
And we're seeing.
And that's also kind of like, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying that's kind of like the Bible says you call it the way it's going to be and you believe in all. That's kind of like that. You're calling it into. If you say because I ain't been sick in 35 years, no nothing. I had the coronavirus twice and with no vaccine. And that's because I was smoking blunts with people I knew had it because I'm telling them, don't worry about me. I ain't worried about it. I don't care. I'm not getting sick. And if I get sick, it ain't going to hurt me. And it didn't. And I had it 2 more times after. I don't get sick, but I say that probably 10,000 times a year, every single year. And nobody else out there probably says it that many times.
Right.
I say it that way. If you say and believe in yourself, just keep saying. Don't say, man, I think I can do it. Then if you think you can do it, you might can do it.
Right.
If you say you're going to do it, I guarantee you. Ask anybody know me. Ask them how many times you heard Miguel say, I guarantee you. They always complain to me about it. They always make fun of me for saying it. But if you do that, watch things. I don't know how to equate it to the universal system, but it will work. I promise you. I promise you. See, you ain't aged. I tell everybody, I'm not ready yet. When I'm ready, I will.
Right. Right. Man, so like your mindset though, and that's what I'm taking in. The mindset, you've always been different, you know, not skipping through the process or the struggles of being an actor here today, gone tomorrow. Like, do you think that's a big part of success and possibly the downfall of people by trying to skip over the process? Because you really got it out the mud.
You just said it right there. Absolutely. There is no shortcut. I went through the mud and the hell. Now, I granted there are people people who have went through the mud and all of that stuff and kind of paved and got some of these little areas paved now, and they got sidewalks, so you don't have to scrub and struggle through the mud so much. But there is still a process, and there's all kind of people telling me, hook me up, hook me in, and don't want to follow the process. You are absolutely I followed the process. Nobody ever gave me really anything. I had to fight for every single thing in my entire career. Even when it should have been given it to me, I still had to fight for it. But I look at that as practice, as what do you call it? Training and training. And now those people who have 3 or 4 belts on them and can make my way through it because I know how to weave in the bob in the right way and the counter punch, and when to take it and lay on the ropes and let them get there and feel good about themselves. And, you know what I'm saying? To let me in. There's all kinds of ways where you got to keep an open mind, and you got to always learn. I used to learn, you know, when I learned the most was when I was in the beginning, when I would just stand in the back and I wouldn't say anything, and I would listen to what everybody say. That's how I stopped learning how to just stop talking like this. I didn't learn from no school. I just watched people's mouth. I heard people used to go, hey, what the hell you doing? And I'd be so close. I'd learn from watching people, and not just watching what this person says to that person, but what position this person is. So that's the supervisor. So that's the what you call. So now I'm going to see his reaction to him. So now if I ever play it in a subservient situation, if I ever play where there's my supervisor talking to me, I can go from something real. I know how that guy kind of sucked and gave you that, you know, and I already know how to do it. Every single day, if you're an actor, I was looking at everything, and all I did was just watch. I'd probably went 2 or 3 years without talking, probably saying 50 words. Right. I didn't know anybody else. I was in the street. All I would do is just look and watch people and watch how they react. Oh yeah. And then I was like, oh man, I could do that, because I was doing that when I was little. I used to always do little acting things when I was little. I was like, here's my friend of mine reminded me. I used to always do this when everybody was around the family. Oh Lord, here he come. I would go, hey, this is a caveman learning how to get fired. And I would always be acting in front of people. I would always get the encyclopedia, look up Hollywood. And every time I saw an address, I would write a letter. Hi, my name is Miguel Nunez. I live at 640 Cemetery Street, Wilson, North Carolina. I want to be an actor. Can you help me? I sent out hundreds of letters. I sent out hundreds of letters when I was little. Yep. And I found out later on, I was sending them to like the Screen Actors Guild building, the motion picture, something. These people, they probably threw that in the trash. But I didn't know. It was in Hollywood. It was an address.
Man. Miguel, how important is it to you at this level of your career, from the beginning point all the way to now, to maintaining good relationships in the business?
Really? Listen to me. Hey, baby. Hey, little baby. I think it's always good to maintain relationship in the business. I've done that always. Terrence Howard, me and him did Foster one of my best friends. Stan Foster was on tour duty, the first TV show I ever done, and he is my second best friend. Every time it is good to maintain. And John Feldheimer. Here's an example. We were on that show Tour of Duty, and John Feldheimer, who is now the CEO of Lionsgate,
Right.
and there was probably we and Stan were the only black people on that show. And he was a little skinny studio executive running over our show, and we shooting in Hawaii, and we were like, "That's Feldheimer," you know, we're just playing with him and all this stuff. Stan and I are the only two who maintain a serious relationship with him down through the years. He has been the CEO of Lionsgate Entertainment for the last 20, 30 years. And we both have deals there. We both have projects there. And he's been looking out for us all the way. It's always good to maintain. He is a great, amazing person. And pretty much everybody I've done. And the only people that I'm not friends with are the ones that you find out later are really not just snakes.
Right.
I don't care. No money in the world is worth me, dealing with a snake or a rat. I mean, especially if I know you're screwing other people, I couldn't do it. The money, that's not important to me. I'm set for life. So it's not what you make, what you do with what you made.
Right. You ever because and it's interesting that you say that, because it's like, do you ever worry or have gotten flack from any of your peers? I mean, because you're so extremely talented, and that's a given. I don't think it's a role or a character that you couldn't play or haven't played. But has there been any pushback from any of your peers from any roles that you've played?
Not at all, not whatsoever. All my peers are saying the same thing you say. Talent recognizes talent, period.
Right.
You can't say nothing negative about a person who has his first TV series in 1987 and he's still on one today. I've been to the network more times than any black actor or white actor probably in the history. I won 95% of every movie, every major TV show, every major guest star all throughout the 80s and the 90s. There's nobody who's ever, I know, I'm sure they're probably out there haters, because, there were people who was hating that I was getting all the audition. But you can't worry about haters. All of that stuff never affected me. None of that. Listen, every part of the energy you give to your haters and stuff is energy you're taking away from yourself. And it's not helping you get any further in your life, in your career. So leave all the hate with the haters. That when you hating on people and you feel bad, you sitting here like this and you thinking about all this negativity and stress is what causes. That's why I ain't got no wrinkles. That's why I can play 90 games of basketball. That's why I got abs. I ain't worked out in 30 years. That's why my stomach hard as a rock. I ain't worked out and I eat anything and everything. And I don't get sick. I don't give a damn. It's because you got to block all that negativity. And I've just been so blessed that I've been able to do it. I've been around it so much because when you, like from North Carolina, you're not here and you jump in the water, you can all see all the sharks and the octopuses and all that stuff. But when you here and you swimming around, you might see a shark go, hey, that's Lear. Because, you all into it. You've been there in the tank so long. Next thing you know, he biting up on your ass. So I've been able to see it because you can be in it without being a part of it. And I've always been in it, but I just could never get with it because I was raised different. I'm from North Carolina, I had different principles and morals and that kind of thing. So I think that has protected me because my grandparents I'm a PK, we're Christian. And man, you talking about something that would be a movie the way we had to live. When I first got, I had never cursed. I would call you, yes, sir, just because you had stuff on your face. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I still do it to this day. I still tell everybody, ma'am, sir. I don't know why it's a force of habit, but and I never smoked, drank, never did anything, curse, never nothing. I mean, that's the reason I was on Skid Row. I would never beg. I mean, I would never steal. I would never do anything. I would even cringe to think of it. You know, that's how I was raised. So, but when that's in you and you try to live by that, you don't have to always succeed. But if you try, you meet it in your heart every day. And you stay focused and you keep moving forward, no matter what you have to go through. There's no way on God's earth you won't succeed. Whatever it is you're doing, that's what I believe.
Yeah, I definitely believe that, man. Like that's real. That is so real. Doing so many TV shows and movies, like what would you say? Because you've been in the game, you're such an icon, man, in this game and a legend. In this entertainment, in this business that we're in, what would you say though, with all of the characters and all of the roles that you've played, what's been the one that you've been most proud of though, like that really just like
I mean, and listen to me. Like I said, I'm from a country boy that came out here from a deep in the countries that you wouldn't even believe. I learned how to drive on a tractor. I give you that
Right.
much, and that's the truth. I look at every job I've ever had as a blessing and a part of the entire mix. Now, if you would say my favorite, that's a different story. But I
Right.
think every single one of them has been a part. I can't say, well, this was better, and this one was better, and this was better, because they all been going like in this to keep the wheel going. Without that one, the rest of them, I might say this one, but without this one, the wheel could have broke. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
to me, I can't say. I think there's a lot of favorites for different reasons. My favorite thing I think I had the most fun that I think was, God, that's a hard one. I think that did had a bigger impact are two things. Well, one of course is Juwanna Mann, but second
Right.
one is the first one is Sparks, Sparks and Sparks with me and Terrence Howard, Kim Whitley, Robin Givens. Show. We were lawyers in Compton. It was called Sparks and Sparks. People watch it on YouTube. That show was on. That was my favorite. That was one where I got to really just do what the hell I do. And that showcased everything. And that caused everything else to go Scooby-Doo. And then I Street Fighter, because I like Scooby-Doo, because we shot in Australia, off the coast of Australia, on a place. Guess what the name of the island was?
What?
Surfers Paradise. It was
Wow.
amazing. And then Street Fighter for 6 months over there. And then they gave us another $150,000 to be in the video game, because there's a Street Fighter PlayStation game that is actually us. And my body, I promise you, there's not one MMA fighter out there whose body looked better than mine. When they made us work out for 3 months, made us eat what they fed us for 3 months, and man, I could not believe it. And then they just oiled us. I thought they were going to use some kind of trick. No, it's got to be us. So there's a video game. I look for the Street Fighter Claude Van Damme version. Anyway, so, and then they gave us, dude, those like, but so what do you say? How do you say this one's better? This one's better. That one.
Right.
Life with all of those
God.
we laugh, had so much fun.
Well, I was going to ask you, how did y'all get anything accomplished with so many iconic people on one set?
Because everybody was there, was bringing it, and everybody knew you had to be on your A game. You got all these icons on the set, and you come there, you ain't gonna be the week late. Like for instance, when the guy was holding the baby, and Bernie Mac said, "I'm the baby." That line. Okay, there was no lines there.
Really?
I think it was Eddie's idea to let everybody say whatever you want. So when Bernie Mac, we didn't know what he was gonna say. So when he said that, and I think it's in the what outtakes maybe, we all hit the floor. So every single time you wanted to do your best. So it actually, having your peers that brings out your best.
Wow. Somebody in the comments said, what possessed you to run across the gun line, man?
Oh man, it was in the script. it was in the script.
You was going home. It's like,
okay, let me explain something to you. If you remember the movie, when the big guy, you eat your cornbread, Bear.
Yeah, Bear.
How did he go out?
How did Bear go? Bear just faded out. They didn't even really show.
Okay, stay right there.
Okay.
All right. Now, the next one was they cut to everybody dancing, including Bernie Mac.
Right.
And I run across the gun line, and then they go, and I faded out.
Okay.
And I said, whoa. So I go to the director. I'm like, hey, whoa, wait. What do you mean? I'm just going to, that's how y'all killing me? Because I didn't even seen day by day. I forgot about the part. He goes, because I thought, he was going to dress it up and all this stuff. I didn't think it was going to be the fade out thing. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, do it. Why would I run across the gun line when he said, Miguel? I said, he can't just run. Why would I do it? I know the rules. I'm like, come in soon. He said, Miguel, listen to me. We're shooting this today. I'm not a writer. You should have did that. Brought that to us weeks ago to get it to the writers. I don't know why he run across the gun line. He said, I tell you what, you tell me. I said, I'll figure it out. He said, okay, bring the camera. Everything it said right there made it up.
What?
Made it up. Eddie said, let's just roll with it. When I pulled out the letter, it was a call sheet. I made that whole speech up right there. Eddie just said, man, what you talking about? Yep, none of that was there.
Wow.
I just jumped up, all the jumping up and being sad about it running, all that. Well, none of that was in there. Just did it just like that one take. Because I was just supposed to go and run across there, and they just, Yeah, the sound. And the guy who shot me was Martin's bodyguard. He said, "Let me shoot him, please let me shoot him."
Man, that is so crazy, man. I would never ever thought that was improv. Like, yo, like you
There
just
was a lot
like
of good
off the
improv in there. There was a
really,
lot of good improv in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, they let you go
man.
for it. Yeah, there was no holding back. That was
Is that is
so
that
everything.
the difference? That's the difference with working with Eddie, though. Does he let you have that sense of freedom on the sets?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. The director as well, because he was one of his friends. He was one of those director. He was like this guy, yeah. So he didn't care. He didn't care. I don't know if he didn't care because he know
Right.
damn well if he did, it didn't matter. If Eddie did, he gonna look stupid saying something different. But all I know is that. But a lot of good directors, I think most directors would have let people go. But definitely, if you're Eddie, you better not try to stop somebody from going and do their shit.
Right.
But it was
Juwanna
just,
Man,
it was just brilliant.
we gotta talk about that.
All
We
right, what you
gotta talk
talking about?
about Juwanna Man. That
Yes.
was like how did that come about? Because it was just like I don't think like at that time, because I look at the concept, like that
It's
particular
it's
concept
fun.
itself. Tell me about that.
It's funny because I was watching a basketball game about 8 months to a year before they said, "Man, somebody should put," and it was something about a trans person, and I said, "Why don't somebody just? Why won't one of them go out for the basketball, create a movie about it?" And I let it go. And then Will Smith had been telling me for years, you should play golf. The big deals happen on the golf course. Blah 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 blah. Years. One time I was talking to somebody who was talking about golf, Sam Jackson, I think, and he was talking about going golf in Sugar Ray Land. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start taking up golf. So I go to Whitsett here in Studio City, and I hired a black guy there who's like, the best in the world, And it's the first time I've ever in my life on a golf course. And he was like, do it this way, and this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. And the guy goes, hello? I said, yeah. He's, hi, man. My name is Jesse Vaughn. I'm a director, and we're doing a movie called Juwanna Mann. And I seen you on Sparks. I would love for, we're doing a screen test tomorrow. I would love for you to come out and screen test. And that's how I got it.
What?
And I got it on the golf course, just like the hell he said. Yeah, first time ever on the golf course. The first time I got a lead in a studio film. Yeah.
Man, Miguel, you know what I always thought was so dope about you though, man? It's like these relationships, like you literally have been around, if not all of the biggest in the game.
Everyone.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got stories for days. Like how do you still remain so humble? Because once people start reaching a level in the game, they start changing. But it's like you remain the same. You still humble. You still show love to people. You still sign autographs all the time. Like you just maintain that level of humbleness and never, like you just stated, you never forget where you come from. Like talk to me about that, because like you're around all of the Temptations and all Hollywood. You went to Hollywood from North Carolina.
And it goes back to the same thing I was saying before. I see like all the things you said. When I walk into a room, most people who are from here into it, and they go in and they look at it, all of this stuff going on, and they into it. Me, I go in and I see everything you're seeing. My senses are 100,000 times more acute than any 20 people in that damn room.
Right.
If a detective came in there who had been studying everybody in that room for 4 months and he had a psychological profile, I'll be able to look at that room for 10 minutes and I guarantee you we're going to be close to every single thing on his damn paper. So I've been able to maneuver that because it's like being in clean waters for so long of your life. When you can easily tell when the water is dirty and ain't right. I've been able, and you said, how do I stay myself? I've been asked that question thousands of times, and my answer is just the same. I don't know any other way to be. I can't be nobody but me. I can't be that Hollywood guy that I've seen, I mean, I could if I wanted to, all of that stuff, and they start posing. And you see the actors when they like this, and then later on they get a little form of success, and the next thing they stop being that natural guy, and they start to pose that movie star thing, and they start to say that that movie star way, I can't do it. I don't know. Being me is the best person I know how to be. That's the only explanation I can give. I'm a humble boy from North Carolina. I'm never going to change, no matter where I go, no matter what I do. I've been with anybody and everybody you can think. I
Right.
drag Michael Jackson to places. I'm a
What? Oh, wait, whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
what?
You said you dragged Michael Jackson to places. You got to give
Yeah.
me a story. You got to give me a Mike
Oh
story.
no! Well, I took him to. I would take him to him and his family. I don't know if you've seen the. I think I posted those pictures of me and Michael and Jermaine. And I got the picture. I'm in the picture like this. Here's Michael and here's Jermaine. And I got him in headlocks. And I'm like this. Not Michael in the middle, but I took him Laker game. I would take him, drag him down to the locker room. No, I can't go. What would I say? I'm like, come on, man, they're gonna be glad to see you. Let's go. All kinds of places. Everybody and anybody you could possibly think, white and black. White and black. I got the stories that you have no clue. Every top sports figure, singer, musician, hung out with them, and they know me. I was kind of like the fly on the wall because I was kind of like, I was always with, Dr. Buss with the sport, Lakers. I was always with, Eddie, different stars, Michael. I was these people. So everybody with them, you got to remember, in those circles,
Right.
who's that guy? Who's that? But when they see you with somebody, you can automatically be verified. Oh, he's cool. So now I was just a fly on the wall. He was just, he was with him. Oh, okay. So you automatically verify. If I wrote a book, it'd be called Fly on the Wall. And the shit, bro, you don't even know. But
Like, that's
it doesn't, and it never bothered me. Because even I was never Michael Jackson. I saw Michael Jackson. It was like Michael Jackson meeting me. Same thing. I never had that about anybody.
right.
I never had that about anybody. I think the most exciting person in my entire life and career person I was Muhammad Ali once because he was like Muhammad Ali. But I mean, even Muhammad Ali, I got pictures of me grabbing him like this, bringing him where I wanted to go. Because at those times, when I met Michael, all of them was like, wait, first off, who is that guy? And that's how I even became friends with him. It wasn't like me going, hey, nothing.
Right.
And it wasn't anything I had. It was just, that's a nice guy I know. Because I never expected nothing from anybody. I never asked anybody for anything. I had my own. If I didn't have my own, you would never know it. You would think I had the world. I had freaking a 3-day notice in my pocket. Had 8 in 2 days. Lights is out. And I'm at parties. Everybody there thought, you know what? Everybody thought, who is that rich person's son? They thought I was some rich person's son. Because don't carry that.
Right.
Don't carry any of your negativity with you. Leave your negativity. Don't even let it penetrate into your mind. Don't let it penetrate into your thoughts. Don't let it penetrate into your plans. And definitely don't let it interfere in what you think and believe that you are and you can accomplish or cannot accomplish. Period.
Right. Man, these gems, I hope everybody picking these gems up, man. I'm telling you, this
They
is
get them. They get them.
this is iconic. The roles, though, with being in these roles, and this is something that I always wanted to know, Miguel, man, like being in these roles, is it, and it might not be for you, but like, you got so many different people that you associated with and friends, colleagues, different people in the game that play these roles for substantial periods of times. Is it hard to turn it off sometimes? The characters.
That's a good point. Well, if you're on a TV show and it's a drama, or I can turn the shit off in a minute, just like I can turn it on. But if you have these guys and you're in this deep thing and you're this murderer and you got to do that, and then they got this scene where you're chopping my mouth, I think it may be, because I haven't had that experience yet, I think it might be a little tough to kind of not play that. I'll not play that up. Here's something that's weird too. I used to always hate police because I don't hate police now. I say police because when I first got here, I was like I said, I weighed, what was it? I think it was, what the hell did I weigh? I'm sorry. I was 4'11" and I weighed 75 pounds, right?
Right.
And I was skinny as hell. And a cop was pulling, sir, why do you pull? And he slapped me so my ears rang for a week. They bled. I still ain't been able to hear from that. So I hated cops. I hate police. And I forgot what I was going to tell you about now because my mind still started getting hot from thinking about him slapping me. But What was I going to tell you about?
You was we was talking about turning the roles off, being able
Oh
to.
yeah, okay, yeah. And I was doing Lethal Weapon 3, and I hate cops because they always had this on them. They always had this on them.
Right.
That kind of thing on them, you know. And I hate him. So we had all our badge and all our stuff, and we had our guns on. We were like walk right across Paramount. We was like, let's just go across. It was all the detectives. So let's just go across the street and get to something, because there's a famous burger street right across the street. So we decided to walk over, and we didn't take off our badge. We were supposed to turn on our gun. We just walked across because they were fake, and they were on. But the people didn't know. So when we walk inside, everybody's like, "Hey, you want to go?" We was like, "No, you guys got to get back." I said, "No, it's okay. Y'all go ahead. We'll get them. We'll get them." And I was like, no, ma'am. And then she said, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Okay, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. You guys go right ahead." All right. And I'm doing like this, and I turn to the side, and they got a full-length mirror, and I'm doing that same thing. I'm doing it, and then I notice it's the gun, bro. That gun makes you do all that. It's that gun. They got that gun right just like that. You do like this because you feel it. It's some false power. Yeah, man, that gun makes you do that, dude. So yeah, I think it's kind of hard to it's shouldn't be hard. And if it's hard, you shouldn't be doing it. But
Wow.
I did another movie, first TV show I did Tour of Duty. There was another guy who was like, "Okay, let's go. I'm ready." Before every scene. So we don't. Oh, it was the Spanish guy that was on with Leonardo DiCaprio in the beginning on the boat. That little guy.
Okay.
So anyway, and he came. He was doing this thing brilliant. And we were doing the scene. We were trucking through the water, and then they go. We were supposed to come on attack. So as the armor, you're supposed to go. Everybody died to the side. Right. And when he died, you heard something that sounded like this. I was like, boom! I guess he died and his head hit a rock. And all you could see was the blood just pouring in the water going down there. And they was like, cut. He said, "No! If you cut, I'm gonna go get him a car and go home. Keep going.
What?
Yeah, he stayed there and let that blood, and he did the whole scene. The blood was shooting out of his head. Now they won't do that. Now you can't say that. Now they would say, "I don't give a damn what you say. You're going home anyway because you're going to the doctor." But back then, and this was 87 or 88, he goes, and they let him do the scene, man, and he just fainted and then take him out of there. But he said, "No, play that. Use that. Use it."
What?
Yeah, dude. He said, "I used it."
Let me ask you this, like with going back home, you know, seeing all these people seeing you now, you know, all the doubters and because it's to me, it's nothing but inspiration. And that's why I love you so much, because, you know, you always dropping gems, you always encouraging and inspiring people. Going back home though, when you go home, how do people treat you now? Like with that fame and you know, even though you don't carry it like that, but you know, you still are famous.
No, they know. They every single one of them is blown away. They treat me just the way you would if I went to your hometown. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. They're now on pretty much the generation that I didn't grow with that said it. Even the ones that said that, "Oh man, nigga, you ain't gonna be that. You ain't no," believe that I was what I was saying. They just didn't believe I was gonna run away and do it. No one had ever ran away from North Carolina like that.
Right.
So they didn't believe that part, but they always knew that Nunez was gonna be an actor. I knew he was gonna be an actor. They can say that he had to be an actor. That's all they can say. You know, they not one of them, when it happened, I knew it. I knew it gonna happen. Even the one said, "Man, ain't no way to hear you. How you gonna be an actor? You skinny, you ugly, you poor, you black, and you down here on a farm. How in the hell are you gonna be an actor?" That's what they was. I don't think they didn't believe that I could do it.
Right.
And I understood their doubt. Why would they think I could? I'm out here in the country, about weigh 8 pounds, looking like a mosquito, and talking about I'm gonna go to Hollywood and become a movie star. I mean, what do you expect them to say? Yeah, man, I believe you, dude. Here's $20. No, I don't blame them, not at all.
Right, right.
Man,
You ever watch your own movies? Or are you one of them types that's like, I don't like to watch my own
Oh,
stuff.
if it comes on, I'll watch it. Yeah, I mean, I'll be in the hotel. I've probably done 30 movies I ain't never seen. I'll be watching a movie all the way into it. Go, whoa, whoa. Next thing I know, I'll pop on. Like, what the hell? That happens like 10, 15 times. So if it comes on, I'll watch it. And I don't look for movies on
You critique yourself. Do you like, damn, I could have hit that one a little bit
You're gonna
harder.
always do that. You're gonna always do that. But my shit, usually be right on. But you can
Yeah,
always think of something else you could have said right there. Oh man, that would have killed it. Yeah, because you're thinking now in the terms of now. But so yeah,
right.
all the time.
Man, like, was it like, and it's almost to the point, man, asking you these type of questions because I kind of know the answers that I'm going to get. You know what I mean? Because like,
But it's good to him.
you locked in, like the whole Hollywood vibe, though. Like, because that's a big transition coming from a country town and then going to Hollywood. Like, you know how it is out there in Hollywood, man. You've been out there for years, maintaining, staying strong, looking good, haven't felt all, we ain't heard no crazy stories about you or none of this stuff like that or whatever. Like, was it a big culture shock for you though?
That's another thing I have to go through because again, when I got here, it was like even when I was there, even when I was eating out of the trash, waking up with the lice on me every day, having to get sprayed with the poison, all of that, selling my blood to eat every day, even with all of that, it's a difference. There's a difference. Everything I went through, and I think it's because of this that shielded me from the true pain of it that most people have experienced is I think the fact that I absolutely just like I knew if I can't tell you, this is how you tell somebody, I can't tell you that I absolutely knew it, but
Right.
I gave up or I got scared. No, the reason I was able to go through all of that stuff is everything I went through, I always knew I was going to be there. I'm like, okay, yeah. Even when I was meeting, every time I went to a movie star, person house, I swear to God, you would have thought I was the person who lived there. I didn't care. It didn't matter. Hey, you know who that was? You just talked to who? That's blah, 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 blah. Okay, hey, that's it. I wasn't worried about it. Bro, I want to meet somebody else. I promise you, I'm going to know blah, 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 blah. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. Then I meet Muhammad Ali. I don't care. I'm going to meet Obama. I'm going to be a watch. And not that by name. I always knew. I didn't see it. I'm like, these guys, in my mind, everybody that I was meeting is going to be like, going to know me one day. They're going to know me, and I'll be able to call them. That's exactly what I thought. Every single person I had, I was never like, oh my God, oh wow, never. I always said hi out of the same North Carolina way. Nice to meet you. I always did this super corny North Carolina way. How you doing, sir? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Da, da. I did it that way. I always, in the back of my mind, I 100% believed they're gonna know me. They're gonna know me one day. Guarantee you. That was always what I thought in my head. Every single party, every single celebrity, every single star, every one of them. Never. I was like, hey, and I'm sure that's why I with so many of them was nobody ever just shake their hand and keep walking. Hey. I would have been gone. I don't care who it was. If Michael Jackson said the first time I met Michael, if it would have happened that way, he said, hey, Miguel, that's Michael. If it would have happened that way, instead of him saying, who is that? I would have been like, hey, who you this? Hey, so you are? I was like, okay, bye-bye, and gone. I swear.
What?
Wouldn't have mattered to me because I know I'm going to see who else. I'm going to meet Michael. Michael's going to be my friend. That's the kind of mentality I was walking around with. Crazy, but I was. And actually, it actually happened.
Right. Man,
I knew it.
That manifestation mentality, man, just
it's real. It's real. It's real. Not just for me, it's for anybody who practices. And I promise you it'll work.
Right.
I wish I had a shot right now. Up. You see how that happened? First, you got to drink Mountain Dew.
Yeah. And there it is. Just like that. Manifested.
amigos. Ah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look, in your words though, from a season perspective, like what would be like some advice that you would give to inspiring actors and actresses, man?
My advice to actors: learn as much as you can learn. Every time you're going to set, look around. Don't be talking. Don't be trying to be cute. Don't be trying to impress anybody. Impress them with your work. No, you're not. Don't worry about no lines. Learn the scene. And everything you do, knock it out the park. Because I'm telling you, I've gotten huge films, and I've done like $800 million movies.
Right.
From one little stupid scene in a TV show. And I've gotten a TV series from one stupid scene in a movie. Knock out everything you do. Every time you want, learn. Watch my. I got some great free acting tips on my IG, and I'm telling you, if you go in there and knock it out, you never know when, where, how. I didn't even get the audition for Juwanna Mann. That's why they were doing the our Sparks, which it turned out being the lead, our Juwanna Mann, and that because the casting director said I wasn't right for her.
Right.
So, but the executive producers happened to see me on a plane coming here for the network thing, and requested me when they got landed. You never know who's looking at your shit. You never know.
Right.
Just keep on working and never give up, man. Listen to me. Listen, these are years. These are years. God got your blessing coming right here. And you work this year, you work this year, you work this year, you work this year, you work this year. Now you getting tired of, look, it ain't happening for me yet. So then you work this year, and this is the year God's going to bless you. And then you got, you know what? I'm going to try one more year. And then you work that year, and then in a 7 year, you quit. And your blessing is here. You don't know when it's going to happen. Never give up. As long as you never give up, you can never fail. You just only die trying. If it's really something you want, make sure you're doing it for yourself and not because somebody told you were cute, somebody told you were funny, and somebody told you if you would do this for free, then stick with it. That's what I would tell you. Because I would do it for free.
Right. The strike that's going on right now. Your thoughts on it?
I think this strike is so needed. This strike, we've been getting screwed so bad, so bad, and it's needed. I'll give you an example. The TV show I'm on right now, Family Business. Family Business right now, we're in our 5th season. And the reruns, if I'm on any other network, any other show, reruns, I just did a Tyler Perry. Reruns over $2,000 something. You know what the reruns are? $30. All of those 1 hour drama, all of that hard work, and we get $30. And I've not trick, tell you something, another shame. I made more on Tour of Duty, the first TV show I did in 1987, than I made on the 4th season of Family Business.
What? Why do you think that's so? Like, is that just?
It's greed, point plain and simple. It's greed. It's the Screen Actors Guild allowing stuff to happen that they shouldn't have allowed, letting it go through, letting stuff slide. How is that possible? How are you able to show all of these amazing 1 hour dramas for $30? That wasn't even, you couldn't pay $30 in 1980.
Right.
And the producers are still getting all of the movies and stuff. They're still getting all of that money. It's just that they doing everything to keep actors from getting where we give them a little bit. So they want to keep more and give actors less and less and less. And that's what this strike is about.
And the thing about it is though, like, it's so crazy because it's like, what's the movies without the actors? The heart and soul of it.
That was that's
what you gonna get some, what they're gonna get now? Some AI actors now?
Exactly. Yes. They can create me and you and nobody out there. If they can create you and put you right there doing this interview, and ain't nobody, including your mom, would know which one was the difference. So why do I need you? So now I'm gonna just pay you for your name and likeness instead of paying you. You ain't got to go to work. All I got to do is do your name and likeness. They can create. They did it on one of the shows. They can create. You can say right now, go write an episode of name a TV show you like. Family
I'm
business.
gonna go with a
I just
yeah.
go anyone say it.
Family business.
Okay, so you go family business. I can go write one and shoot one and bring it out, and you won't know, and it'll blow your freaking mind, and you won't know that it's not the real actors.
Man, that's scary, man.
It's scary because how as a producer, if I can do this for $2, why am I gonna pay you $200? So it's kind of,
Right.
but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the lack of oversight on all of this new media and all these deals they gave them, these producers who are using it to just store chunks and chunks of money while paying that $30 an episode. $30. Whoever made that deal should be slapped for 932 weeks.
All the man hours that's putting these films together.
$30. $30 to rerun that. $30. That's ridiculous. But anyway, I don't want to get into that now. I'm gonna wait till I retire next year.
Yeah, that's what?
What?
Retiring?
Hell yeah! After Juwanna Mann 2, I'm out.
And I was gonna ask. I
can deal with sharks, but not rats.
I heard that in the wind about Juwanna Mann too, and I was gonna ask you about that.
We got to because I got to roll out of here in 5 minutes. 5. But listen, yeah, we're doing Juwanna Mann 2. It's in development right now. There will be a Juwanna Mann 2. See the first draft, and I got to tell you, first draft is first time I've seen. I received the first draft that is probably 89% there, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah. What can we look forward to? We know we got Juwanna Mann as we closing out. We got Juwanna Mann 2. We can look forward to that. I know you got a plethora of other things coming up. Anything else that we can look for in the near future?
Yeah, I'm doing a show called Cocaine Sisters. That's going to be coming out soon.
Soon.
And I'm working on one right now. A film to be shot in London. So me and Terrence Howard. So we're trying to work that out right now. So my thing to look out for me is don't look out for me because I'm about ready to leave, man. I'm ready to travel and do some. I set my shit up the right way. I can just travel and explore the world and do what I want, and eat the best places and stay at the best places. Maybe do a blog or something like that. But I'm ready to just coast, man. It's crazy. The business is not what it used to be. It used to be about talent. Now it's about talent. It's about who can blow 9 catch them with a spoon on their lips. It makes them crazy. It's just madness.
Wow. Listen,
but
man,
if the right project come on, I'll be there.
Oh, I already know. Let's put them social platforms out there in ways that people can actually connect with you, find you, need advice or whatever. How could they reach out to you?
Oh God, all I know is my IG. M. Nunez Jr.
M. Nunez Jr.
Yeah, put it on my screen. MNUNEZ JR. MNUN, and that's all across the board. MNUNEZ JR. That's
we got the bottom scrolling, man. Listen, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This means a lot to me. Thank you for this beautiful connection that I've been able to make with you, man, and this future friendship and brotherhood, man. I'm so honored. And I want to thank you on behalf of me and the whole Vibe family. We just want to say thank you so much. And we wishing you more blessings and more success with everything that you're doing right now and everything that we already know you're going to be doing in the future, man. We love you so much.
I thank you too, brother. And I'm going to hit you up when I'm in Dallas because I might be there soon, actually. I might be there for a week, I think, coming up. I'm going to hit you up when I'm there for sure.
Man, you the slowest return text message person in the world.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you, listen to me. I don't even do emails. I don't even look at my emails on Monday and Friday now. I just tired of going to my phone. Sometimes I said I'm gonna look at my phone when I get up, maybe 3 o'clock, and maybe right before I go to bed. I'm slowly. I'm disconnecting, bro.
I feel you on that.
In a minute, nobody gonna be able to see me and stuff. Be like, where is he at now? I don't know. Machu Picchu. Wow, where is he at now? He's deep in the Amazon forest. Wow, where is he now? Tanzania, riding on an ostrich. Wow, where is he at now? Iceland. That's exactly what you're gonna see.
Right. Yeah. Man, I love you so much, man. I definitely will. You be safe, my brother, man. Again, thank you. Shout out to everybody that was on the live right now, man. That showed my special guest.
Shout out for the Vibes live right here. Man. Shout out to everybody. You're watching it.
Love, man. Me and Miguel, we are out of here, man. We love y'all. Y'all be safe. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Peace.
Peace.